Welcome to creating probability tables with the fx-CG100. In this video, we will demonstrate how to create and save various probability tables in distribution and statistics. To start, press Home and select Distribution. Probability tables are often more useful for discrete distributions, so select Binomial. The default left region is highlighted, so scroll to select the required region. From the pop-up, select Exact by using the shortcut or by scrolling. By default, variables are used to calculate probabilities. However, to create lists, select the data. Select List to replace the variable x in Setup. List 1 is given as the default. However, by selecting the list, we can change to any of the 26 lists available. To edit or enter data, select List Editor. This displays the list editor in Statistics. As multiple data are to be entered, it may be more efficient to use the calculator's functionality, so scroll to highlight List 1. We can now automatically generate a list of all the x values for this discrete distribution. Press Catalog to open the pop-up. Then either scroll down and select, or use the shortcut letter C, which labels the square root, to access Statistics. Note that alpha is not required to be pressed first when selecting from a menu. Select Generate Sequence to show the input template. Enter the sequence with the correct syntax, which is function, variable, lower and upper bounds, and step value. On confirmation, the sequence is generated in ascending order. Press Back to return to Setup in Distribution and enter the parameters n and p. Right tab to see the Results tab, which is displayed as a list of values which can be investigated by scrolling. If the calculated probability values are required for later reference, they can easily be stored as a list. Press Tools. Either select a new region with tail to generate a new list of probabilities without storing, or select Save Probabilities in List. Enter the list number for the saved probabilities. We will store them in List 2. Then go back to Setup. It may be useful to create more than one list. So to create another list of left-hand probabilities, scroll and select the region. Select Left. As the parameters are retained from the previous calculation, Right tab will now create a new list of values. To save these values to a new list, to view alongside the previously saved values, save as List 3. Then go back to Setup. For a complete analysis of the distribution, we can also create a list of right-hand probabilities. Scroll and select the region. Select Right, and then recalculate. Then store these new values as List 4. To view all three probability lists together with the x values, go to Home and Statistics. If needed, to identify which list represents which region, short labels can be added using the alpha key labels to the top of each list. For convenience, it may be useful to work with the first 4 lists shown on the screen, instead of scrolling and using more of the 26 lists available. Lists can be cleared by manually deleting the data. However, for large amounts of data, using the tool's functionality may be more efficient. Press Tools to see the pop-up menu. Select Delete to show the options available. Then select All Lists and Confirm to remove all data and heading labels. We can now look at using a different distribution with a different probability region. While central regions of discrete distributions can be calculated as lists, this example will use the standard normal distribution. From Home, select Distribution, and then Normal. From Setup, first select the region, and then Center. As before, select the data, and then List. Two list options are now displayed as lower and upper lists, with default list numbers 1 and 2. Select Lower List to view or enter the data. As there is no data, select List Editor to enter some in the Statistics app. Enter the lower bounds in List 1, in this case negative standard deviations, then enter the upper bounds in List 2 as positive standard deviations. Once the data is entered, go back to Setup. As the default parameters are the values of the standard normal, right tab to calculate. A list is shown as before with the parameters. To store in Statistics, save to List 3. Then from Home, go to Statistics. The lists showing the percentage of data lying between 1, 2 and 3 standard deviations of the mean. We hope that you have found this video useful. If so, please do check out our other resources on the Casio Education UK website and YouTube.